Prophet, are you a Muslim?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Prophet, we're asking very simple questions. Muhammad, was he a best example to mankind today for Muslims?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you're a Muslim, correct?
Yes, I'm a Muslim. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, what's up?
Beautiful. So we're just asking the question about today. If Muhammad behaved as he did 1400 years ago, because if you're the best example, like Jesus was 2000 years ago, today Jesus is still the best example no matter what society you live in. He didn't go against the society, correct? Or is there something that Jesus said or did that people would, stone him to death or unalive him today?
Okay, perfect. Now, so you believe that Jesus is God, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah?
We're just talking about a man called Jesus and a man called Muhammad based on the historical evidence for them.
And I'm asking you about Jesus and
So
Muhammad.
we're not talking about whether Jesus is God or not. And yes, he is God, but that's not what we're talking about. Listen to the question. Try to be smart now. Really, I'm begging you, smarter than you sound. If Jesus lived today, would people throw him in jail for any reason?
I ain't gonna speak myself out. You're gonna throw me in jail now. But I can tell you this. For example, Muhammad, when he came, he said that all people are equal. It doesn't matter your skin color,
Okay, you sound like a left shoulder. You sound very equal to me, but listen again to my question, right? If Muhammad married a 6-year-old 1400 years ago, and he penetrated at 1400 years ago, and he's still the best example to Muslims today, do you think it's okay for a man to do exactly like Muhammad did and marry a 6-year-old and penetrate them at 9? Is that still a good example?
So no problem. First of all, we have to understand that Muhammad came with a super beautiful
Is
message.
that still a good example in 2025 to marry and penetrate a little girl?
Yeah, I will answer you. I got you. No problem. So first of all, we have to understand
who Aisha was. Dude, no first of all. Yes or no? Yes or no? Wag your tails quietly in the corner there. Pay attention now, Prophet. Listen carefully. Muhammad's example 1400 years ago, right? Listen carefully. 1400 years ago, he was the best example. If Muhammad lived today as the best example to Muslims today with a 6-year-old wife and penetrates at 9, is he still the best example today?
Yeah, sure, why not? Because if you want to let me speak, or don't be scared. I'm
very scared of pedos. I'm scared of pedos. Listen to me. So you don't have any problem. You don't have any problem with a man sleeping with a 9-year-old, correct?
Okay, yeah. So first of all, pedos in Islam.
Do you have a problem with a grown man sleeping with a 9-year-old?
It's the daughter of Abu Bakr,
his best companion. Do you have a problem with a 9-year-old sleeping with a 50-year-old sleeping with a 9-year-old? Is that a problem?
No, because she became the mother of the believers from all of his
9 years old, she was the mother of believers, correct?
Exactly. So she was a perfect girl,
So she was the mother of believers because Muhammad ruined her and she wasn't able to be a mother of her own child.
No, otherwise she would be delusional, dysfunctional if Muhammad mistreated her. But we know that Muhammad took great.
So far, we've exposed 2 PDFs. Two today, guys. 2 have said, and you guys are welcoming them to your cities. You people, you guys in the chats, you welcoming them to your cities. You are saying, oh, poor people, let's give them a chance. Let's help them out. Let's do this, that, and the other. Notice, this is what they consider to be the best example to mankind 1400 years ago and today, saying to you today, they have no problem if a grown-ass man is sitting at the kindergarten or at the swings waiting for his next wife to come and play. That's what they're telling you guys.
Now, James, I want to prove, because he said if Aisha was a perfect girl and else Muhammad would have ruined her. That's what he said, right? I want to prove that he actually did ruin her, just for the argument's sake. Look, guys, I don't want to go too much off topic, but because he mentioned it, we have to back up that he's lying. Look, in Sahih Muslim, Da'if Muslim, 1106, 1106c. Let's see if Aisha was ruined by Muhammad, not only physically, but also mentally. Look what she used to say to men. And I want to ask the audience, what would you call such a woman? Listen, let's read. Aisha reported, who's talking? Aisha. Allah's messenger used to kiss me. So she's talking to the companions. She used to kiss me while observing fast. And who among you, meaning the companions, she's talking to men, can grab, false translation, grab his banana? What kind of woman talks like this? No man like you can grab his banana as the Rasulullah could grab his banana. And the Arabic says, Yamliku irabahu. And she repeats it twice. Yamlik irabahu. Translation, the correct translation. An Aisha radiyallahu anha قالت كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقبلني, used to kiss me, وهو الصائم, when he used to fast. وإياكم يملك إربه, and no one can grab his banana like Rasulullah could.
What hadith? That's Sahih Muslim what?
Sahih Muslim 1106c. And of course, false translation. Always they false translate. Any Arabic speaker, ask him, what does it mean to, little, here's the word banana here, banana. Irabahu, holding the banana. Try to convince me that Aisha was not ruined. Try to convince me.
Okay, so we've got a couple of more Muslims up there. Guys, Muslims, again, we just have these conversations, try to expose you, but you do it yourselves. So, the guy with the funny writing, I don't know what your name is. Are you a Muslim?
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yes. What is your name?
No, I am not Muslim.
Okay, it says Muslims only, my man. God bless you. Come on, man, guys. It says on the Muslims request. Come on, man. Muslims request. It's really not that difficult. If I bring you up, you're not a Muslim, I'm dropping you. George the Forge, I'm hoping you're a Muslim. You a Muslim, George?
No, big time Christian over here, Chief.
All right, man. Bini, are you a Muslim?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So, man, I'm hoping you can be a little different than the others. Is Muhammad the best example to you, to mankind? Don't need to mute the conversation. Say again?
100%, of course.
Beautiful. Is there anything that Muhammad did, anything that would make him a bad example to mankind?
No, there's nothing.
Okay. Do you agree that Muhammad, according to the Sunnah, he married a 6-year-old and he penetrated her at 9? Do you agree with that?
Of course, all Muslims should agree.
So is it a good thing or a bad thing that a grown man sleeps with a child?
Yes.
Yes, what? It's a good thing?
Yes, of course. There's no bad thing about it.
Would you sleep with a 9-year-old, Bini?
Wait, James, can you get him to say shadow?
Wait. Can I answer more? So can you not interrupt?
Before you continue, are you a Muslim?
Yes, of course, 100%. I'm Muslim.
Okay. I'm not sure I don't like doing the tests. I mean, that Shahada thing. It's like asking ex-Muslims to say the Fatiha.
Wait,
I don't know, man.
questions.
It's crazy, bro. That they're actually
Guys.
now they're just so bold with it. Like it's kind of hard to believe, but sorry, James. Go ahead.
Guys,
Let's see if it's true though. Bini, you agree that if you behave like Muhammad, then you're doing a good thing, correct?
yes, of course.
So you sound young, but would you be happy if your father was sleeping with a 9-year-old like Muhammad did? Would you be happy with that?
Yeah, there's no problem with it.
Okay.
It's a sunnah.
It's a sunnah. And you are
Yeah.
Muslim, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the youngest age a man can sleep with a child that Allah says is okay? Is there a limit or is there no limit?
The limitation is about like when the woman hits puberty, but the puberty talks about the mentally, not like physically.
Okay. Okay. So you can penetrate a 6-year-old because she's mentally okay, right?
If she's mentally matured, yes, you can.
What about you? Do you ever sit at playgrounds and look for your future wife, a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old? Do you sit there and look and think to yourself, oh, she has potential?
No,
Where do you go
I won't
shopping
do
for your
that.
wives?
You can.
Where do you go shopping for your wives? Which kindergarten do you go to? Or is it the local playground? Where do you go?
Daycare.
What was that? What again? What's your question?
Are you allowed near children where you live?
What?
Are you allowed near children where you live?
Oh, here in Philippines,
Yeah.
I think
Probably.
because it's
I
a
think
Christian
you're allowed to
country.
do it over there.
Would you
I'm living.
ever sleep with a 9-year-old?
There's
Like
no problem
Muhammad?
with that.
Say again. I'll ask a question again for those that know what to do. I'm going to ask the question now, and I want you to listen carefully to my question. Would you sleep with a 9-year-old like Muhammad did?
Yeah, like Isaac did. He slept with 3 years old.
He said it twice. You heard him.
Man, what are we on, a trifecta today?
And he was proud of that.
I'm just 250 something, 54 people. I hope you guys hear what Muslims believe and how proud they are. And just remember, the more you open your doors to them, the more you bring them in. This is the kind of filth that will infiltrate your little towns.
I think
your little daughter is now available for these men to penetrate.
James, I think we should introduce castration process in jails again, just to make sure.
It's unbelievable. Can I just ask the guy that just came in, the other one, Athari Hanafi? How are you?
Yes, go ahead.
Are you a Muslim?
Alhamdulillah.
Beautiful. Do you agree with the last 3 Muslims that were up here that it's not a problem to sleep with a 9-year-old?
Okay, so basically, I don't know what the last 3 people said. I only know what the last person said. He said like it's okay for a man to sleep with a 9-year-old. So basically, coming to that point, I mean, in my opinion, and what we believe in Islam is when the woman is physically and mentally over puberty, even though like her age isn't. So if she's 9, but like mentally and physically she's hit puberty, then it is allowed. Yes.
Okay.
Can I have this, James, please?
Huh?
Can I do this?
Yes.
This one? Okay. Amir, beautiful. You said if a girl is mentally ready and physically as well, right? Did I hear you correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Question. When Aisha, when she and Muhammad, they consummated the marriage when she was 9 years old, according to Bukhari, Muslim, all of the Kitab al-Sitta, right? Question. What did Aisha, listen carefully, when she was penetrated by Muhammad at the age of 9, when he mounted her at the age of 9, was she mentally and physically ready? And can you prove to me that she started?
Okay, so
Give me a source. Give me a source.
Yeah, I had a source, but like I kind of lost it, so I'm gonna try to find it for you, inshallah.
Yeah, ask ChatGPT or
No,
Google.
no. It's not ChatGPT.
Okay.
I'm just because I know this.
No problem. No problem. I take your time.
Yes.
Yeah. And the question is simple. Again, for the audience, and hope you are recording this, guys. The challenge and the question is simple. Prove to us that when Muhammad consummated the marriage with Aisha at the age of 9, that she started to bleed between her thighs.
Can I just say hello to the last guy that came on, or he's gone? Let me bring him up again. You top
James,
laser,
I
you
don't know
found
while
what you're looking for?
James, while he looks for that source, I don't know if you wanted to plug your channel because I'm assuming there's a lot of people. There's almost 300 people here. If they'll want to re-watch this live, there's a lot of interesting stuff that has happened since the inception, like since the beginning of the live today. Can you show your channel on the screen so people can know where they can replay the live?
Yes, sir. Give me 2 seconds. Guys, on my screen, let me just you guys can see that on my screen, the agent James Bond 0_007. Please, guys, this is all on YouTube. This is on YouTube, so it's recorded on YouTube. So we're gonna be cutting and clipping in, well, not me, Amin is, and we're gonna show you guys, and the world what Muslims think, what Muslims say. We want to expose it, to share. We want to share this with the world. We want the world
James,
to know.
if you're showing it, we can't see it.
You can't see on the screen?
No.
No, we can't see nothing, James. But that you were giving a good speech while you thought we could see it anyway.
Okay. So I'll just let me go out of this again. Hang on a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys on the screen. So again, we've got all these. Wait, sorry, man. We've got all these beautiful videos on the screen now for you guys. You can see we're making the videos, and we're getting some people in to watch it, and it's good. But this is the account. It's the Agent James Bond 007_007. Please, guys, there's 260 something people. Go in there, watch the videos, re-watch them, listen, share this with your families, your mums and your dads. Listen, come and listen to what Muslims say, and this is what they believe. Notice this. No Christian said it, but it's repeated by Muslims 3 times today. And I don't have enough money in my pocket to be paying these people to come up and say these things. So on the screen, you see the page. Go follow and subscribe, share. Rob has the same thing on his, Rob Christian. You guys know that. You find him, Rob Christian, on YouTube. Again, subscribe and share, because the more people that see these videos, the truth gets spread. That's why this month alone, in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we've had 6 Muslims leave Islam on my live alone because of these conversations. Remember, all we're doing is having conversations with Muslims, and you'll notice what happens. They are walking away because you look at the behavior of Muhammad, it's repeated by the behavior of these Muslims. And too many Muslims have had enough. They're done with it. Okay, let's get back. Guys, please take a screenshot, share, go in and watch the videos. I have one video that's almost 1,000 views. It's 900 and something. I would love that to reach 1,000.
Yeah, I want to ask the audience, the chat, please tap. Let's reach 100K, guys. Come on, tap the screen. When you're done after 80 taps, start again, please. Come on, because Muslims are flagging the live stream, guys. So we need to protect the live by tapping. Please, Christians, let's do this. I know you can. By the way, Amir, did you find that hadith?
Nope, I did not yet, but I have a question about the penetration, what the proof is for that.
Consummation. Consummate means to penetrate. Watch this. Islamic Defender, are you there?
This better not
Islamic
be
Defender.
This better not be Yakya on TikTok.
Islamic Defender, are you there?
Of course, Amir.
Okay, would you like to tell the guy above you, what does it mean to consummate the marriage? Can you unmute?
Yeah, Amir.
What does it mean to consummate the marriage?
Like the age consent
No,
you're talking about?
consummate the marriage. The verse says that Aisha said, I was 6 years old when I was married, and Muhammad consummated the marriage when I was 9. What does a consummate mean?
I'm not an English speaker, sorry. I don't understand
language do you
English
speak?
very much. I'm from Indonesia.
Okay, do you?
What of mercy.
Okay.
We feel sorry for you, man. But it's
Wait.
No, your
yeah,
mom
go
heard you
go
now.
listen to your wife. She's asking your help. Go help her.
Basically, my man, it means to penetrate, to have sex with her.
Okay, but where does it say penetrate in the Arabic hadith?
Consummation, to consummate.
Banabi. What is the Arabic word for banabi, for example?
Wait,
You know Arabic, right?
I'm learning, but wait,
Okay.
let me.
It
try.
means in Arabic, effed me. Banabi. He entered upon me.
Where does it say
Wax on, wax off. You know. Yeah.
Where does it say banabi in the hadith?
Really, dude? We need
I
to
can't
go
find
Yeah,
the
Rob.
word.
religion.
Rob, just go ahead and show him because he's. I don't think he's seen it.
This is unbelievable, guys.
But it's okay. So you've got other Muslims, Islamic Defender, you back. So do you think Islamic Defender? I was in Indonesia 3 months ago, and there was the children at school. They start at 7 years old, correct? 6 or 7, correct?
Look,
Yes,
here's the word.
yes.
Look. ونكح عائشة وهي بنت 6 سنين ثم, and then this is about the consummating. Look, he consummated the marriage. This is a funny translation because that's not what it says in Arabic. It literally says he after her. وهي بنت, okay, and then here ثم بنى بها.
So just sorry, Hanafi, I want to just talk to Islamic Defender for a second. Islamic Defender, when the children start school, they're 6 or 7, correct?
Yes.
Are they adults?
Nope.
They're children, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me when you tell me when you look at women that you want to marry, do you look at a girl that's in the 1st grade in school?
Not
Do
just.
you look at a 6-year-old girl if you want to marry someone?
Not just only in little girls, but it can also in adults. Yeah.
Okay, but that's not my question. Listen to my question. If you want to find a girlfriend, if I said to you tomorrow, I want you to find a girlfriend, would you go to the closest kindergarten, the closest school, and look at 6-year-old girls? Would you look at them to find a girlfriend?
First of all, have a girlfriend is haram. So
Okay.
I'll not.
If you want to
have a
find a
girlfriend
wife, my lord,
because
if you
it's
want to
haram.
find a wife, would you go to the 1st grade school and look for your wife? Would you look at a 6-year-old girl to be your wife?
There's no problem with it. But
There's,
I look at the
there's no
adult one.
problem with it?
Yeah, there's no problem with it.
Okay,
Wait,
so you can have
can
a
I
wife
answer?
that's 6 years old, right?
Can I answer? Can I answer?
Yeah, listen to my question. I want
Without
to
interrupting,
carefully.
okay?
Just, Turk, I'm going to mute you. And you guys in the
I'll
chats know what
answer.
to do. You guys in the chats know what to do. Listen to my question, Islamic Defender. Would you look at a 6-year-old girl if you are looking for a wife?
I'll look at the adult, but there's no problem with it.
There's no problem
I
with
prefer the
looking at a
adult ones.
6-year-old.
I'm sorry. My bad. I just I have a 16-year-old daughter, and these perverts are saying that 10 years ago they would have been looking at my daughter like a wife. I just, like, if they were in front of me, I'd probably be in jail.
So am I. I have a beautiful daughter too. Imagine. I think far more than jail, Chris, but it's okay. I feel you as a dad, though.
But this is why it's important, Chris and Rob. This is why it's important. The 266 people, 67 people now that are in this live have just seen that this is the fourth Muslim that has no problem in looking at a 6-year-old as a potential wife.
Yep.
6-year-old,
Well,
she sits on the toilet, her feet don't touch the
Assalamu
floor.
alaikum, assalamu alaikum.
well, just second, Turk. Just second. Just like fix your connection or your mic. You have static noise. James, we should not be too shocked because Muhammad, when he looked at a baby, listen carefully, guys. There was a baby that Muhammad looked at, and he lusted for that baby, and he said, "If this little baby grows old, she could be my next wife." Looking at a baby, an infant who was suckling.
270 people. 270 people. Remember this. Muslims that have come up 4 in a row. Your 6-year-old sister, daughter, granddaughter, cousin. These people are saying that's a potential wife at that age. At that age. Guys, please, all this is going to be on YouTube. My YouTube, can
It's
you
on
guys
there
see
now.
it? Can you see it on the screen now? The Agent Bond, James?
No, your background picture is up, but you can put it on the
I
screen
mean,
again.
I can see it though. I can see the Agent James 10_007.
Okay, so my man Hanafi, go there as well, man. Watch all these videos and ask yourself, is this the type of God I want to follow that's making me look at a 9-year-old girl or even a 6-year-old girl and making me look at her as a potential wife? If you did that to anyone's daughter, they would knock you out because you know that it's not right. You know that it's not shouldn't be done like that. Hanafi, would you ever take a 9-year-old to be a wife?
To me, it really matters on her puberty.
Okay, that's not my question. If she reached her period at 9, do you think she's mentally and physically ready for you at 9 years old because she reached her puberty, her period?
Allah, I don't know, la adri, but in the Islam, it is allowed to marry when.
Exactly, but don't you think that that's disgusting?
Assalamu alaikum. Can I?
No, wait. Let the Turk talk real quick. But to finish this, I don't
His
really.
background mic is really bad. That's why we keep muting him. Turk,
Oh.
you've got some really bad static.
Hello.
Dirk, request again, please, bro.
Assalamu
Okay.
alaikum.
A new ages, are you a Muslim?
I'm not a Muslim. I'm not
Ah,
a
man,
Muslim.
come on, man. What do you want to add, bro?
So
Guys, please, man, I've got Christians up here. Please, we want to get Muslims up.
Ja-
Please, guys.
So your
James, I wanted to
question
say
was.
something really.
Oh wait.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Amir.
No, go. You go ahead. I'll wait.
Yeah. I just want to say really quick. All the things that have been happening today with with the situation with the brother. Tertullian once said that the blood of the martyrs is the seed of the church, and we see exactly. Sorry, we see exactly what's going on. Because of what's happening, I don't know. Maybe that's why people have come to the live this morning. But okay, Dow, just give me a second, bro. When they come to the live and they see, well, why did this dude get unalived for whatever? They come here, they listen to us, and they realize that there was not any really good reason to do it. And I think that that's why there's a lot of people here today. It's the same situation. When you guys persecute us for talking about this, the reason why the rooms grow is because the people are starting to realize, well, they have good reason to say the things that they say. And you guys don't necessarily have like a really good defense for it. So when we're being persecuted just for reading your books, you guys are helping the church grow and you guys don't even know it. So just think about that, guys. Sorry, James, go ahead.
No worries.
Sorry, James. I mentioned earlier, there's someone in the chat, I think he's a Christian. He said, Rob, the source that you mentioned is da'if about that Muhammad looked at a baby, at an infant, and he said, if she grows older, and I'm still alive, I will take her as my wife. I will take the screen for a second, guys. Now, the thing is, guys, not every da'if hadith is rejected. You can accept a da'if hadith because it still have truth in it. This is according to the science of hadith. A weak hadith is not automatically thrown out, but when you have a mawdu' hadith, that's a rejected, fabricated hadith. So that hadith, yes, is weak, but look what the scholars said when they use these weak hadiths. Weak is not thrown out. When are the Christians going to learn? And here is my proof. Fath al-Bari, for the gentleman who thinks that he's smarter than me. It's okay. You know better than Rob Christian. It's okay, brother. Fath al-Bari by Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, volume 9. Okay, when explaining Bukhari, look, when he explained Bukhari, that Ibn Hajar, the Amir of explanation of Bukhari, Fath al-Bari, Bisharh Sahih al-Bukhari. Okay, page 26, back to back with page 27. When Imam Ibn Hajar, the Hafiz, the commentator on Bukhari, when he tried to explain the Bukhari hadith, Bukhari 5081, about Muhammad wanting to have Aisha to marry her, and remember Abu Bakr first time he objected that hadith, the famous hadith, it's on the screen. But look at the explanation now. The explanation of that hadith on the next page by Ibn Hajar. Read with me. وقال ابن بطال يجوز تزويج الصغيرة بالكبير إجماع ولو كانت في المهد. Translation. And Ibn Battal said, this is another commentator on Bukhari, by the way, for the people who don't know. There are many commentators, and this one is another classical scholar. Okay, and Ibn Battal said, and Ibn Hajar, of course, quotes him, it's lawful, halal, to marry a little prepubescent girl with an older man. It's consensus, ijma. Even, now pay attention, even if she's what? Cradle. Next, Ibn Hajar. And it is taken from the hadith of Rasulullah that a father can marry his little prepubescent daughter without her consent. بغير إذنها, without her permission, without her consent. Do you see it? And they are taking the sunnah of Muhammad himself, and Aisha. There is no age limit for marrying. The only condition is, if you marry a baby that is in a cradle, you need to wait until her little private part can handle the banana. Else you're going to destroy her private part. That's the only condition. Age is not a condition, as you see on the screen. Let this be known to everybody. In Islam, age
Sound like a
for
creep.
marriage is not a condition. The only condition, the one condition is, don't destroy her private part. Do you see? It has nothing to do with mentally able. No, mentally is not a thing here. Mentally, remove it. It's about if the vagina of the little baby can handle it. That's the only condition. The proof is on the screen.
Okay, just before you guys go on, let me just show you guys something that Rob was saying. Because again, Ibn Ishaq says it clearly. It says, recorded that the apostle saw her, Ummah al-Fadal, whatever it is, when she was a baby crawling before him, and said, if she grows up and I'm still alive, I will marry her. This is from Ibn Ishaq.
Yep.
When you have Musnad Ahmed, he said, so Habib, the daughter of Abbas, while she was Fatim, age of nursing. And he said, if she grows up while I'm still alive, I will marry her. Musnad Ahmed Sahih, hadith number 25636. So we've got the receipts. Now, before we let anyone else start jumping up and down and crying about things, let's just get back to the topic. The topic is, who is the best example to mankind? Dawa, are you back there? You had something to say?
Yeah, I want to say something about Aisha.
Sure.
I want to say if she heard you talking like this about her husband, she would cut your head off.
Okay, but that's because Islam teaches that. But let's not talk about that now.
Yeah, but she would.
Let's just talk.
If you would
I'm sure she
disrespect her
would.
husband like
I'm
this,
sure
she
she
would.
would. You know what? Let me say this, Dawa. Let me say this,
I'm
Dawa.
have
She
to
wouldn't
drop
cut.
him just because he said something crazy.
No worries.
You can bring him back up, but I don't want to get the live
No
flash.
worries. But I'll just tell everyone this. No, Aisha wouldn't cut my head off. Because first, to get that close to me, she has to do adult breastfeeding with me.
Till
Then
you,
she can
by the
unalive me.
way, it must be that the belly is full. Many people don't realize that. So it's, yes, it's adult breastfeeding. She has to suckle you, but the belly, your belly must be full. So it's not only suckling.
Okay, let's go to Singh. Singh, are you there? Singh? Nope. Okay. Hanafi, let's get back to you.
Yes.
Okay, so you would look for your next wife at a playground, correct?
I wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you?
Because in this day and age, women are very different compared to back then.
Okay, so watch this. Is marrying and sleeping with a 9-year-old today a good thing or a bad thing?
Why did you put me down, man? That's a coward, man.
Yeah, just sit quietly in the corner. Pretend you're looking at the
In
wall.
this day and age, I would say I would disallow it. Yeah, I would disallow it basically.
Okay, beautiful. So now this is where we need to go now, my brother Hanafi. You said Muhammad was the best example to mankind 1400 years ago, correct?
Naam, yes.
And if he was a good example back then, it means he should be a good example today, correct?
No, that he is a good example, but some things in this world change very drastically, and that's because things happen in the world, and that's why we can't follow him fully.
Okay, so watch
Because
this
back
then,
then-
Hanafi.
yeah.
Watch this, Hanafi. Can you tell me, can you name a Muslim country today that actually follows the behavior of Muhammad?
Nope. There's no country that follows it.
So then every single country looks at what Muhammad did as such a bad thing, they turn their back on the best example.
No, because as I said, it's impossible to recreate his
No, but hang
followers
on.
in this day and age.
The best, watch this, Hanafi. Jesus. When Jesus lived 2000 years ago, right? It was different times back then, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Do you think that if Jesus walked with us today, they would feel that he is going against society? That they would want to unalive him, jail him, clip him and do all these bad things to him? Do you think that anyone today would
Yes.
look at Jesus's behavior and say that's not nice?
Yes.
Okay, give me one example of why they would not like Jesus today. What did Jesus do that people wouldn't like today?
Basically, back in the time, back then, people were much more religious. Or
Not my question. Not my question. Listen to my question. What did Jesus do back then that if he did today, people would unalive him or be upset with him or feel that he doesn't fit in society?
So as I said, just as this is going to be in general, when a person back then, they were much more religious, much more.
Dude, I'm religious today. It doesn't matter.
No.
That's not
but
he's not
religious
doing
on a
anything.
different
Listen
level.
to the behavior, please. I'm not sure if you understand the word. What did Jesus do back then that people today would not be happy with?
Claiming himself as God.
Okay, stop there now. If he claims
He
to
never
be
done
God,
that though.
hang on. If he claims to be God and people disagree with him, wouldn't they just walk away from him? He would still be able to live peacefully with people, correct?
No, there would be a controversy.
Okay, there'd be controversy, but he could still live with them. For example, there's controversy in every country about something. It doesn't mean you can't live with those people, right?
I mean, there's almost war in every country, so it's
Almost is not war. Now, that's not my question. What would Jesus do today that would upset the people in his behavior, not his beliefs, in his behavior?
Claim to be God.
That's the belief. He's believing
no,
to
but
be
that's a
God.
behavior.
I'm
He
asking you
behaved
his
as a God.
behavior. Okay, watch this. Did Jesus steal?
Not that I know of.
No. According to the Quran, did he sin?
Also, not that I know of.
Did he unalive anybody?
I think he did in a war.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
No, that was
Okay.
Musa.
Right? Yeah, Musa.
not
Thank you,
only
brother.
Musa.
Did he
Okay.
marry his?
Educate your Muslim brother. Educate your Muslim brother because he's making mistakes.
Did he marry his adopted son's wife?
I don't know.
No, because he wasn't married and he had no sons that he married their wives. Did he start any wars?
I don't know. That's.
Did he steal from any caravans?
I don't know.
Okay, so far, this guy called Jesus really didn't do anything that bad, right?
Yes.
Okay, but Muhammad did all of the things I just asked you now. All that I just mentioned, Muhammad did. So which one of these two would live better and in peace in your town? Muhammad or Jesus?
The thing is, as I said, back then, things were so much more easier and this and that.
Let's go back to Top Race, because that guy's he's gone on a... Ray, do
James,
you see Tops? Listen, do you see what's going on?
What?
Do you see how Muslims have to turn their backs on societies and common sense to just be a Muslim?
Yeah. James, remember what you said. Is there a country that follows what Muhammad did on
Yes,
the
sir.
age of marriage?
Yeah.
Iran does that. Iran,
No,
9 years old.
Iraq, but they only allow it at 9, not to marry at 6.
Alaikum. Can I say something?
No,
Because
but
I
you
have to
have to
go.
understand. You have
Sorry,
to
this is
understand.
Turk.
Back
Sorry,
then,
Turk. What did you say, man? Turk, you back?
Yeah. Okay, there's a few things. I'll try not to go on, okay, because I know you're busy. Firstly, I think that we have to accept that in the 7th century, not only did Muslims and Christians and Jews marry young girls, it was allowed at that time, not 6 or 9 years old. Okay, there were girls who were perhaps youngest 12, 13, 14.
Okay, well, let's just forget. Let's not talk about Christians and all that. Let's talk about Muhammad.
No,
if Muhammad came to your
but
town
no,
today,
but James.
if Muhammad came to your town today and behaved like he did back then, would he be a good example to your masjid?
Can I answer now? Yeah. So he didn't marry her. He did not consummate the marriage at 9. Okay. You put up on the screen.
why did he take him out, James?
I don't like liars, man. Come on, Top. You saw it on the screen. These guys are liars. This is what happens when you allow a Muslim to open his mouth. 90% of the time, he's going to lie. Yes, if you're a Sunni Muslim, he married at 6 and penetrated at 9. This is why you guys must be so careful with who you allow into your countries. Every hadith says, if you Sunni, that she was married at 6, consummated at 9.
Can I just ask Top Razor a question? Top,
Yeah, sure.
I saw that you've been coming back for the past 2 days, I think, at least, and for the most part, you seem to be pretty respectful. At least just from the last person you heard, why do you think that he lied about that? Do you think that he was ignorant, or do you think that he maliciously tried to mislead us?
No, because I'm pretty sure he was thinking of what the Quran said and not what the Sunnah said.
Okay,
The Quran doesn't give an age.
Right, and then on top of that, if he's a Sunni Muslim, if he's a Sunni Muslim, then he has to take the Quran and the Sunnah, right?
Yeah, but I'm not Sunni. I'm not Shia. I'm Muslim. That's why I am.
How many times do you pray?
5.
So then you Sunni.
No, I'm not. God in the Quran says that you
The
should
Quran
not
doesn't say
split
to pray
yourself
5
into
times.
sects.
The Quran doesn't say.
How old are you, Az?
24.
Sorry, who was just saying he wasn't Sunni? Who was that?
Huh?
Who just
Top
said he
rating.
wasn't Sunni?
Top.
I said I'm Muslim, not Sunni.
Yeah, how old are you?
Why do you ask?
Well, I'm just saying you sound very young.
It's okay. You don't need the age police. He's able
I'm
to
just
have a
gonna
conversation.
answer that
He's
question.
over
The
six.
best of mankind was Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Okay,
He was the
beautiful.
best example.
Yeah, I agree
Thank
with
you.
that as well. He's right.
100%.
Okay, so
100%,
let's stop there now. Let's go all the way back again to the start. Is Muhammad the best example to mankind?
Yes.
The best man to walk this
Listen to the
planet.
question,
Best
guys.
man
It's
to walk
okay.
this planet.
Was he the best example 1400 years ago?
He's the best
and
example
today?
1400 years ago and today and in 600 years time. He's the best of mankind.
Okay,
Correct,
so take
I
it
agree.
easy. Slow down,
Yes.
bro. Take it easy. You're not
I'm
waiting,
easy.
Muhammad waited 3 years for Aisha to turn 9, bro. You can wait
Bro.
30 seconds. So
Bro.
now, here's the question now. Pay attention to the question. If Muhammad behaved as he did 1400 years ago,
Yeah.
would it be accepted today as good behavior?
Doesn't matter what is accepted today. Today is what are you talking about? Today
I'm
is what
talking
best.
to you, as I'm not asking about countries, societies, I'm asking
Yeah.
you.
100%.
Okay, so if Muhammad came to your house with his 9-year-old wife, you would high five him and say, "Oh, you picked them young."
It was that was Allah's decision to make. That was God's decision. He never
so
did
you
anything
have
on
no
his own accord.
problem. Hang on, so you've got no problem with a grown man coming to your house in 2025.
The thing
with
is,
a
it's not
9.
just a
Let me
man.
finish. Let me finish. You seem to be in a panic. Slow down. So you are saying that you have no problem with a Muslim man coming to your house with his 9-year-old wife to have dinner.
Like I said, he didn't do anything on his own accord. It was Allah.
I didn't ask you that. Try listen to the question. Try again. If a man came to your house tomorrow with his 9-year-old wife because he is imitating Muhammad, he's saying Muhammad is the best example, so he's
Yeah, but
bringing
you
his
just said if Muhammad
9-year-old wife to your house. Is
you're
that
changing
a
it up
good
now.
example?
You're just saying any other man now. First you said Muhammad, peace be upon him. Now
Is Muhammad the best example to mankind means that you are following his example. If a man came to your house, or even Muhammad came to your house tomorrow with a 9-year-old wife, would you be okay with him and his 9-year-old wife at your table?
Can I answer?
Is your question if Muhammad, peace be upon him, came to my house? Is that your question, or if any other
Muhammad or another Muslim
No,
man?
you're not asking any other Muslim man. You're asking Muhammad, peace be upon him.
I'm
You're
asking about Muhammad and Muslims,
No,
because he's the
forget
best
any other
example
man.
to Muslims. As do me a favor, bro. Do me a favor. I'm going to say it as calmly as I can, but shut up. Okay? Now listen to my question. Whether it's Muhammad or Muslim, Muhammad is the example to that damn Muslim, right? So if the Muslim is imitating Muhammad, then it's exactly the same as Muhammad. Now, either way, if Muhammad came to your house with a 9-year-old wife, would you be proud of him in 2025 with his wife?
Wait, James, can I say something?
Can I say something?
Let him answer, please. Let him
No,
answer.
he's asking me, so everyone just shut
So
up. innit?
answer the question.
Yeah, like I said, he's the best of men to walk this planet.
Didn't ask you that
biggest
question.
mercy
Asked
of this
you
planet.
if
So
Muhammad came to your house.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if your father
You're fucking
came to
jahil,
your
bro.
house, if your father came to your house, thank you, Chris. Rob.
Can we have a chat? Can we have a chat, James?
Sure,
Just
man.
second,
Please
Swam. Just
stick to
second.
the bloody subject, man.
Just a second. Why? I was mute for a long time. I was listening carefully. Why Muslims need to use the same language, the same F word that Muhammad used in Bukhari in 2025, yet you do not agree with your prophet in sleeping with a 9-year-old? You know, this is the hypocrisy. On the other hand, they do follow Muhammad and they use the same F word that Muhammad used in Bukhari that I showed earlier, the F word. But when we ask them, would you marry and sleep with a 9-year-old? No, not today. Yesterday, yes. So at least follow Muhammad to the fullest. Don't only follow and cherry pick what you like to follow. Okay? That's not how Islam works. Go ahead.
Okay, Zon, You had my question to him. If Muhammad came to your house with a 9-year-old wife, would you be okay with that? Zon, are you there?
I'm here. Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah.
No worries. So if Muhammad came to your house
I have a
tomorrow,
question. Based
yeah.
upon the principle of harm, the hadith on harm, based upon the Sharia principle of urf, custom, that would not happen today.
Okay, but that wasn't my question, was it?
No, your question was if he came today, and I said that wouldn't happen today. That's the answer.
Okay. So why do you think Iraq has lowered the age to 9?
We don't believe that any of the Muslim countries today are comprehensively implementing Sharia. There's a lot of secularism in these states today. They're
Well,
not
you say that it's different
That's not the
today.
question.
No, because I'm not
That's
saying
not the question. Answer the question.
I would say that if Iraq has done that today, right? Yeah. And I've never been to Iraq. I don't know how Iraqi
Yeah,
society.
that's fine. None of us have been there, but just
Yeah.
get to
So
the question.
you have to acknowledge if you.
That's not the question again.
What I'm saying to you, if the urf of that land has been like that for centuries and hundreds of years, unless you live in that reality, you don't know what your position will be.
Is that a Muslim country?
It's a country where Muslims live. It's not an Islamic country.
It's not an Islamic country. Do
No.
they follow the Sunnah?
Well, some people follow the Sunnah in some aspects, but as I said, it's a Muslim country, not an Islamic.
Okay, so watch this then. Watch this now. You said that it wouldn't happen today. Why wouldn't it happen today in the UK?
Because of urf and because of the principle of pain. You wouldn't do that today.
How do you know it was different 1400 years ago?
Because none of his enemies, the Quraysh, attacked him for that marriage at the time.
What happened to anybody that went against Muhammad?
That is so stupid of an
No.
argument.
The Quraysh did go against Muhammad. They persecuted him.
And what did he do to them?
When Muhammad got his own society in Medina, he fought them 13 years later after getting his own state.
Exactly,
yes?
because he was
because they were fighting him.
Yeah,
they were fighting him.
So he waited for the opportunity to destroy them, correct?
He waited for the opportunity.
Wasn't it the Quraysh tribe where he
power?
took 700 or 800 people and made
Listen,
them kneel down
James,
and beheaded them?
if you've read the Seerah, you will know that the Quraysh were physically harming and torturing the Muslims in Mecca.
Show it to me.
They got to Medina, and the
He's
Muslims
on.
did not respond.
He's on.
with
Just a
physicality.
second, because your timeline is way off. Muhammad gave revelation for what, 23 years?
Yes.
He died in his
revelation.
60s, correct?
Received revelation.
He died in his 60s, correct?
Yes, correct.
Excellent. So, how old was he when he married Aisha?
What's that? What's the relevance?
How
of that
old was he
question?
when he married Aisha?
What's the relevance of that question?
I'm about to show.
Do not harm. Do not reciprocate harm. Now, let me ask you this question.
That's what it says.
That's what it says. That's his
Hey,
sunnah.
just one second. Did Aisha ever have children?
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't have children, eh? Why?
Just watch this.
Why didn't you have children?
Yeah, she stayed with Rasulullah for 9 years.
Listen
Just a
to
second,
this.
Zone.
Zone,
Just a
one
second.
second. Watch this.
Just a second.
Wasn't
No, James,
Aisha,
wasn't
James.
James.
Aisha
One moment.
circumcised? Hang on, Rob.
James,
Wasn't
just a second,
Aisha-
James.
hang
Before
on,
we
Rob,
go
hang
there,
on.
James,
Hang on, Rob.
please, bro.
Wasn't Aisha circumcised?
I don't know if
Zone.
she was or wasn't. What's the relevance
Okay, the
of that?
hadith says that she was circumcised. Don't you think circumcision causes pain?
Excuse me, who was she circumcised by? Answer that.
Let's show it to you. You carry on. Sorry, Rob, go on.
Yeah, let
who
me
was saying
show
who
that.
said-
Just a second, Zone. Just a second. I'm going not to only show that Aisha was circumcised, but I'm going to show you that the daughters of her brother were also circumcised. Are you ready?
What is the relevance of this point?
The point is because you said
Answer my point on
harm,
Urf.
no harm. You mentioned harm.
No.
Didn't you?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
No
yes,
harm.
principle of
Didn't you
harm.
say no harm?
Yeah. And do you ever find?
No, question.
Okay.
Question.
And did she ever complain about that?
Question. Was Aisha again? Don't
First
run.
of all, I'm not going to say
Don't
she
run, don't
was.
run. Was Aisha circumcised?
I'm not. I don't know
Yes
because
or no?
I've not read that, so I'm not going to.
Zone,
answer.
we're getting
Okay.
this.
But
Just
if we
hang on,
can
Zone.
show you, what would you do?
Well, I'd seek a scholar's view, not your view.
Scholar.
Yeah, scholar.
Okay.
That's
No
what you do in
problem.
all
Let me
facets.
show you now.
In
Let me
every
show you.
facet of life, you consult people.
God, this
No,
dude
I don't want.
doesn't shut up.
I don't want to scream over you like you do.
Whether it's a doctor or pharmacist.
Just mute. Narrated.
You don't look at the murder or the killing in the Bible, do you? No,
Ya
you
Ibn
don't.
Ahmar,
You're
I
arrogant.
told you when I speak, even your Allah. So we performed ghusl. Remember, circumcised banana and the circumcised honey pot when they meet.
Yeah. What's the issue here?
You know what? You know why?
Hang on, guys. He just
So
said what's
Aisha
the
was
issue?
circumcised.
Hang on there, Rob.
There
Hang
were
on.
diseases. There
He
were
said, what is
diseases.
the
There were
issue?
diseases.
Hang on. The guy, hang on, guys. We're gonna go slowly now. Hang on a second. Everyone, just wait. So,
They're so slow.
as whatever. Let me see your name again. Akaza. Is there a problem with? You said, is there a problem if a woman is circumcised?
Yeah, what's the issue? What's the issue there?
Do you think it's okay for a woman to be circumcised?
Like, were you circumcised when you were younger?
Do you think that it is okay for a woman
Were
to be
you in pain
circumcised?
when you were like 1 year old and you were getting?
Please listen to my question. Try to be smarter than you sound. Is it okay for a
worship
woman
God,
to be
Allah.
circumcised?
What was that?
Is it okay for a woman to be circumcised?
How is that relevant?
This is the question. Can you just answer the question in Islam?
Would you be
We
okay
just
with
showed
it
you. Hang on,
if
Rob, hang
someone
on.
would have
woman got
circumcised your mother?
circumcised, yeah,
In Islam, we just read in Islam, it's okay for a woman to be circumcised. My question is to you, is it okay for a woman in Islam to be circumcised?
If they want to, yeah. What's the issue?
No, they don't want to. The men want them to.
How do you know that?
Because it says in the Hadith that when you circumcise them, don't do it too harshly because it's better for the woman and more desirable for the man.
Now look at this. Look at
I'll
this.
show it to you.
Look, Hassan Hadith. Hassan. Okay. Hadith Hassan. This is Al-Adab al-Mufrad by Imam Bukhari himself. Al-Adab al-Mufrad. Okay. Alqama related that when the daughters, look, so not only Aisha was circumcised, but also the daughters of Aisha's brother were what? Women, little girls. You see it? Hadith Hassan, fully accepted.
So let me show to him a Sahih Hadith. Watch this.
You know what age?
Hang on a second. Hang on, please. Let me just.
Little girls.
Because we want you guys to see that we're not saying this just to say this, right? This is Sahih. Sahih. Look what it says. A woman used to perform circumcision in Medina. The Prophet said to her, Muhammad, what's he doing there? Nobody knows. Do not cut severely, as it is better for the woman and more desirable for a husband.
Yeah, in other words, don't cut off the entire private part. Keep a little, just,
So,
don't go too much.
Here's the question,
What's the issue
Akaza.
with this? Literally, what's the issue with this? Like,
Okay,
You're
so
okay if this is your mother? If this was your mother, you okay with it?
no, the thing is, you lot keep talking about, oh, she was 9, stuff like that. She's literally a
Dude,
woman.
listen to my question, please. Do
Wait,
you
wait,
understand
James,
what
was
it
she a
does
woman?
to women when you circumcise them?
Was Aisha a woman? Yes or no?
No, she wasn't. She was a child.
She was a baby.
So now that's not my question
A
again.
baby, yeah.
Listen
When
to my
your
question.
prophet mounted Aisha, she was
Please
a baby.
listen to my
Real
question.
quick. So why
Listen to my
why did the
question.
Prophet wait 3 years?
Listen to my question. Please listen.
No money. He had no money. That's why.
Guys, I'm actually talking. So now I'm getting annoyed. Azaka, Akaza, listen to my question. Muhammad, he was allowing women to get clipped and snipped, meaning so that they don't have to have sexual urges. It's to slow them down. Right? Now, yesterday, the other day, the guy said to me, it's because of the heat. So I'm asking you, is it a good thing or a bad thing to destroy the woman down there so that the man is happy, not the woman?
It's not relevant. It's literally completely not relevant.
But Aisha was cut. Aisha
I'm
was
asking you, why did the Prophet wait 3 years for Aisha?
Did he wait 3 years or did he keep trying? What does it say?
He
It says he kept
what?
trying, but she
Kept trying.
wasn't able for it.
Yep.
He
Exactly.
tried and
What does that
she
mean
was
to you?
still too small. So the filthy, disgusting pig of a man kept trying to stick it
It
in.
doesn't say that. It
But
doesn't
she
say that.
was too small.
Don't make up stuff, all right? Don't make up stuff.
Okay, let's see if it's true or not. Watch this.
Let's see if it's true. You said it's too small and doesn't fit. Go on, let's see that.
Because he could not enter her because her vajayjay was way too
Yeah,
small
let's
for
see
his
that,
1
let's see
inch banana. He kept doing tying mufakhada.
Yeah, let's see that, Rob. Let's see that.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Today you're going to give us. If you claim to be a human being, you won't be okay with your banana prophet doing the wax on between her thighs between the age of 6 and 9.
Okay.
You won't be okay if you claim to be a man and not a caveman.
I mean,
or
your
an
man
animal.
was a god, right? Your man was a
Yeah,
god.
wait. No, don't go there. Don't run like
No, but don't talk
No, I
about
just
men.
want to show you this. Just,
we can prove it.
We just, guys, Akaza,
We
please,
can prove it.
nothing to add, just be quiet, seriously. So I'm going to read you this, Sahih Bukhari 6130. Let's see what this adult woman was doing. Narrated Aisha, let's see the adult, what she was doing. She
Yes,
said,
100%.
I used to play with dolls. Oh, mashallah. In the
So?
presence of the Prophet.
So?
And my girlfriends used to play with me.
So?
When Allah, can you shut up? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and wait till I'm done. Shut up. Shut up and let me read finished. When Allah's messenger used to enter my dwelling, they used to hide because they were probably afraid that he was going to try it on them as well. But the Prophet would call them to join and play with me. This adult was playing with dolls with her friends. The playing with dolls was and similar images is forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time, and she was a little girl, not yet reached the years or the age of puberty.
Okay. So you know the same little
Stop there,
girl.
stop there. What did she reach the years of puberty in this hadith?
Let me speak.
Did she reach the years of puberty? Yes or no?
You just read it, of course. No, you just read
No.
it.
Was she married at this time?
She was consummated, yeah. No, I mean before consummation, yeah.
Okay, where do you see it before consummation?
Do you know what engaged means? You know what?
Show me where you can get engaged. Where Mormon got engaged. What ring did he buy her?
It's the first hadith that he pulled up. It literally says that she got engaged at 6.
So she hadn't reached the years of puberty, meaning she was still a baby, right? A little girl, a child, correct?
Yeah. What's the issue? Yeah. What's the issue?
Okay.
No,
And
Akasa,
Muhammad
just
went
second,
to her.
James. Just second, James. Can we pull up the tafsir for this hadith from Fath al-Bari and show you that she did not need yet?
Trying so hard, but literally
No,
there's
not
no
hard.
issue with
We
this.
can read. We have the
There's
books
literally
here.
no issue with this. Like she's a woman.
Yeah, wait. No, she wasn't a woman.
Would you sleep
That's
with
the
a 9-year-old
problem.
woman?
She wasn't. Let me prove it. Just second. Stop talking. Let me prove that Aisha reached the age of puberty at the age of 16, which means when your prophet mounted her at the age of 9 and split her moon in half, she was not menstruating yet. Aisha did not reach the age of puberty until she was 16 years old. And here's the proof. So we're going now, guys, to go to the commentary for the hadith that Brother James just pulled up moments ago, which is Hadith Bukhari 6130. Watch. Fath al-Bari, volume 10 by Ibn Hajar, the famous commentator on Bukhari himself. Watch. Before you run your mouth because you don't know your religion. We do. Fath al-Bari, volume 10. Okay, page 543. We're going to look for Hadith 6130 of Bukhari being explained here. You see it? On the next page, we have the commentary. Read with me. This is about the playing with the dolls, right? And she's calling the dolls her daughters, right? Her banat li Aisha lu'baq faqala ma hadha. What is this? She said, these are my daughters. She's calling her dolls her what? Daughters. What kind of woman, if she was a woman, is calling her dolls daughters? But anyway, let's continue. Then here. Yeah, thank you for the voice effects. لأن عائشة, now pay attention. لأن عائشة كانت في غزوة خيبر بنت 14 سنة. أما كملتها أو جاوزتها أو قربتها. وأما في غزوة تابوك فكانت قد بلغت قطعا. Translation. Aisha during the conquest of Khaybar, when Muhammad attacked the Jews, she was 14 years old, or she came close to it, or she reached it. And then look, وَأَمَّا فِي غَزْوَةِ تَابُوكَ, 2 years later. So guys, she's 14 years old at the attack of Khaybar, when they attacked Khaybar. 14 years old, pay attention. But 2 years later, during the Ghazwa of Tabuk, the conquest of Tabuk, then she had reached the age of puberty for sure. قَدْ بَلَغَتْ قَطْعًا. Meaning, when Aisha is 14 years old, here, 14 years old, during the battle of Khaybar, she did not reach the age of puberty. But 2 years later, at the conquest of Tabuk, when Muhammad attacked the Romans, she had reached the age of puberty for sure. What does that mean? Conclusion, Aisha was 16 years old when she reached the age of puberty, which means when Muhammad consummated the marriage of with her at 9 years old, she did not reach puberty. She had a very late puberty, as you see. Boom!
No, that's not true. That's not true. But
Okay, so Ibn Hajar is a liar.
Wait, Rob.
Ibn Hajar is a liar. We should listen to
on him, Rob. Hang on.
No, they counted the
Ask him to
ages
prove
differently.
it.
They counted the ages
So
differently.
Azaka, prove it. Prove Rob is wrong, please. Give me your
they counted
source.
the ages differently.
Give me your source to show me that Rob is wrong.
They counted the ages differently. By the way, why?
And I want I want you to do two things. Prove me wrong.
Ignore the fact that Aisha was.
Stop talking, because I'm going to give you a challenge.
Companions. So what does that mean?
Guys, he wants to run, but I will not. I'll give you that pleasure. Yeah, guys, he wants to be kicked. Look at this. He keeps interrupting because he wants to be kicked. But listen, Abdul, my challenge, keep you to him. My challenge is simple. Prove me wrong, as James said. Prove me wrong. And I want you to do takfir on Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani himself. Go ahead. Prove me wrong, and I want you to do takfir on Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani for explaining the hadith.
That was probably the worst argument I've seen like all day. That's serious.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, guys, just a second. There's 270 people in here. Guys, this is the agent James Bond 007_007 on my YouTube. This video will be on there as well. You'll notice we can go back to it, and we've shown so far, I think I forget if it was 4 Muslims that said it's okay to penetrate little girls. These are the reasons why we make these videos, just to remind you guys why we do these lives, to bring attention to these topics. Now, one more thing. I want Tops. Are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
My brother, as Amin just said to you earlier, you know, you've been up here or you've been in the live a few times, and there's a reason for you coming up here. Now, I understand that you are defending Islam, like a guy came up 2 days ago. He came up, ask anyone, Amin was there. He came up to defend one of the topics about Jesus. And after we spoke about it, he left Islam. He literally just said, you know, I can't do this anymore. Because he was also coming into our lives. And I didn't know this. Amin sent me a reminder that 5 days ago, the guy he actually requested and didn't come through. And I said, well, I was ending the live, which I am going to do in 15 minutes, guys. But watch what happened now. You've been coming and you've seen that we have been honest in what we've presented. We are the ones that have given the evidence. And now you've seen, and you know that it's wrong for any man to look at a child and be turned on by the child. You know that it's wrong. Your insight tells you it's wrong. Now, if we look at the best example to mankind, Jesus said to respect these women. He called a 12-year-old girl little girl. That's what Jesus said. Muhammad saw a 12-year-old and he's like, wow, I've been sleeping with her for at least 3 years now. Notice the difference, Top. This is why we do these lives, because the example of who we follow is so important for who we are. Because who we are represents the ones that we follow. You notice those that are saying they follow Muhammad without any doubt. Look at their behavior. Look at how they behaved when they came on the live. And I'm asking you then, Top, is that something that you want to represent, that type of prophet? Or do you want to be like Jesus that said to love your enemy, to turn the other cheek, to show him respect? Which is better, man? Come on. So, Tops, that's why I'm asking you. So far, you've been coming in these lives. I want to know what you think so far about the behavior of these so-called Muslims, and do you think that that's a good example to other Muslims?
I say that they were not really
They were not.
respectful, but I'm not going to say that's all the Muslims. Some
No, I didn't
Muslims
say
are
all,
good,
brother. I
some
said
are
those that came up and the way they behaved. So you know for a fact that looking at a 6-year-old or even a 9-year-old is awful, right? You know in your heart that that's not a good thing.
Yeah, but you've got to understand back then
That's why, my man, the topic is
Quraysh,
who is the best
the age of
example?
consent was very different to now.
Why didn't Allah know that bodies would change? Why did Jesus, that lived 600 years before Muhammad, why did Jesus call a 12-year-old little girl? 600 years before. Are you saying that 600 years before Muhammad came, girls were different back then? The girls were different 600 years before. They were babies then they became adults, and now they're babies again.
Yeah, but you have to understand that the age of marriage right now is not
That's
set
not what I'm
by
talking
God,
about.
it's set
Forget
by
about the age
people.
of marriage. I want to talk about girls. A 12-year-old girl at the time of Jesus was called little girl. 600 years later, Muhammad said that a 6-year-old was okay to get married and he could sleep with her at 9. 9. Jesus said 12 was little girl. Why is a 9-year-old girl now an adult? Come on, Top. You sound like a young man. You must be able to ask yourself honest questions and be honest with yourself. Because only when you're honest with yourself, you can be true to yourself, brother. And I'm saying this because I know that you are now thinking about what I'm saying. You know it's not right. I don't care how old you are and which country you live in. A child is a child. A 12-year-old is still a 12-year-old.
Yeah, but the fact that many people back in the time of Jesus were also marrying people that were
Give me the
like
proof.
3,
Top
2
raise.
years
Give me the proof, Tom.
A top raise. Let's think about it this way. Instead of thinking about other people, Muhammad was the messenger of God to you, right?
So was Isa alayhi salam, so was Moses.
Okay, well, let's
at the
say,
time of his
but
people.
would you believe that a messenger of God would do something like that in Islam?
Well, he got permission from his father, and also Aisha also liked him. So
I
So
liked him at the age of 6. Yeah.
would a prophet of God in Islam look and lust over a 6-year-old?
She was not 6.
Are you Sunni or Shia, Lola? Lola, are you Sunni or Shia?
Unbelievable.
Sunni.
You are Sunni. So if we show you Sunni hadiths that say she's 6, are they all daif?
Okay, but can I say something before we start?
No. First, you need to answer.
What do you want me to say? I'm Sunni.
If I
So if we
show
can
you
prove it to you,
Sunni
if we can prove it
hadiths
to you,
that
would you
say
accept
she's
it?
6, would you believe them?
Okay, but do you know that it was counted
No,
differently?
wait.
It was
Answer the
counted
question, Lola.
differently.
Lola, answer the question. We don't want to mute you, but at least try to answer. I know it's hard. The host is asking you a question. Answer.
I'll
We are
ask the
tired of
question
this.
again, Lola.
Answer.
Listen carefully to the question. If I show you that Aisha herself said she was 6 years old when she got married and had sex at 9, would you believe her?
Maybe the mother of the believers was a big fat liar. I don't know.
Tell me, Lola, would you believe her? Lola, you muted.
No answer, brother.
Lola, you muted.
And Top, I just want you to think. You believe that Muhammad is a prophet of God. You believe that prophets are better and do better things than normal men. So you would believe that Muhammad would be above being able to lust over a 6-year-old. That should be your view, of course, right, Top?
yeah.
But okay, you speak.
But-
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but you have
There
to
shouldn't be a
understand that God said that at the age of at the age of puberty, people can get married, and his
But she
father,
didn't reach the age of puberty,
Aisha,
Abdul. She
But
didn't reach
Top,
the age of puberty. She
and
didn't.
Top, through this whole live stream, you've been sitting up here. We went through where she was playing with dolls. Rob went through with the explanation that an adult, like a woman, cannot play with dolls. That is idolatry. But Aisha, because she was still a child, was able to play with dolls and call her dolls her babies.
Yep.
Right?
Mhm.
Right, Top?
Yeah.
So if you have a little girl playing with dolls, saying these dolls are her babies, is that a woman or a little girl, Top?
To this year's standards, a little girl.
How about back then? How about 1400 years ago? If we seen a 6-year-old playing with dolls, calling these dolls her babies, what would we believe? Would we believe that this 6-year-old is a woman, or would we believe this 6-year-old is a child?
Is the hadith authentic? Is it authentic?
Yes.
Not all hadiths are authentic. You gotta understand. That
I
was
think
hadith.
Bukhari's hadith
So,
is sahih, right?
So, Top, you heard my question, right?
What? Yeah.
1400 years ago, we see a 8-9-year-old little girl playing with dolls, calling her dolls her babies. Do we look at this little girl and say, oh, she's an adult? Or do we look at her and say, she's just a little girl?
To their standards, to the Quraysh standards and the time of the Prophet, yes, she was a little kid, but also little
There you
kids
go.
used to get married back then.
Thank
weren't
you.
So now you're admitting, Top, that little girls, not women, little girls, it was allowed to marry and consummate and even divorce them and them still be prepubescent. They haven't reached the age of puberty yet. That's what Islam
how about
teaches,
Rebecca?
and that's what we're trying to get into your head. This is an evil teaching. This can't come from the true God. It could only come from Satan, my man.
How about Rebecca? She was 3 years old,
Rebecca
right?
is a big fat lie. Why do you keep using
It's
it?
okay, guys. We must listen. He's young.
I
He needs
used it once.
education. So what we do is we
I
show him.
used it once.
Shall
All we
I
have to
show
do is
you?
show
Shall I
him.
show you about Rebecca so that you will never ever use it again, brother? Can I show it?
Sure.
Okay.
Show me.
But promise yourself and promise everybody, because next time we see you and you use it, you have a problem. Okay. Let us show you that Rebecca is free from your lies. Rebecca is free from your lies. Okay. Look, if we go to the part where your Muslim brothers misquote the heck of the commentary by Imam Rashi, the Jewish rabbi, Imam Rashi. Look, read with me. This is what you Muslims do. We don't do that to your sources, but you do that to everyone's other sources. Look, here is the part. Okay, look. Rashi, and I love to call him Imam Rashi because you Muslims abuse him and force words in his mouth that he never said. Rashi on Genesis 25:20. Okay, 25:20. For when Abraham came from Mount Moriah, he received the news that Rebekah was born. Isaac was then 37 years old because at that time Sarah died. And from the birth of Isaac until the binding, when Sarah died, there were 37 years since she was 90 years old when Isaac was born, and 127 when she died, as it said. And the life of Sarah was 127 years. Thus, now pay attention, Mr. What is his name? Top raise? How long? 3 years.
3
What do you
years.
Muslims do? What do you Muslims do? You say,
So she was 3 years old.
that's the age of Rebecca. No, the waiting period of Isaac was 3 years. And then he married her. Look, and here this part explains it. He waited until she was fit for marriage. Question, top raise. Is a 3-year-old fit for marriage? Is a 3-year-old
but it literally,
fit for marriage?
wait, doesn't it say that Isaac was then 37 years old
Don't
when
read
Rebecca
the
was
rubbish,
born?
man.
Thus he
Just pay
waited 3
attention.
years to marry her.
Listen, Abdul. At that period, Rebecca was born, Abdul, and he waited until she was fit for marriage, 3 years old. The 3 years old is referring to his waiting period.
What age was
And
it?
then married
What
her
age was it?
until she was fit.
How old was she?
So I
It
want you
doesn't
to
say
show
how
me
old
this.
she
Now I'm
was.
gonna go.
The
now I'm
Bible
gonna go
calls
to
her
the
a young
Bible
woman.
itself.
How old was
The
she?
Bible, if we go to the book
I'm
of
going to
Genesis,
the Bible
answering-
now. I'm going to go to the
Listen.
Bible. I'm going to go
Yeah,
to the
James,
Bible.
just a second, brother.
and
Let
we're
me
gonna
finish
see.
the sentence,
How
please.
old was she, man?
The
Don't
Bible
run away from the
calls
fucking
her a
question. We don't
young
care how long she
woman.
waited.
Okay, since you are interrupting like a donkey, and remember your prophet said, if you raise your head before the imam finishes prayer, your head will become like a donkey. So listen, the
You're not
Bible calls her a
remembering.
young woman. Can you call a 3-year-old a young woman? No. And on top
No,
of
but
that,
why
can a
does it?
3-year-old carry gallons and gallons of water to feed a herd of adult camels as a 3-year-old? No.
Anyway,
No,
Get out of
watch
here,
this.
man.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Let other
Top-
people
top
talk.
praise.
You're talking over everyone.
Yeah, and you are a half-brained woman who thinks that Aisha was 18 years old when she was minded.
Oh, yeah.
by her
Okay.
prophet.
Anyway,
Bob
watch
Christian.
this.
Oh,
Top. Pay attention now. This is
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the Bible itself. I want you to notice why Muslims are such liars, right? We're going to the Bible, to the verse, right? And this is
Yeah.
what it's talking about. So it says, I'm going to read the entire chapter for you, and I want you to listen carefully about how young this little girl was, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I'm joking when I say how young she was. I'm saying she's an adult. That says, this is Isaac and Rebecca. Now again, we are in the Bible in Genesis 24. In the Bible, Genesis 24, You can read it on your own time. It says, now Abraham was old, well advanced in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said to his servant, the oldest of his household, who had charge of all that he had, put your hand under my thigh that I may make you swear by the Lord of your God. Let me just get to this part over here where it says, let me just go. The servant said to him, perhaps the woman may not be, here we go, down here. Then the servant took, say again?
Why did he skip that?
I want to get to the point because I want to spend my whole day talking about the age of Rebecca, because this isn't the topic, but I just want to get to the point. Because the servant now took 10 of his master's camels and departed, taking all sorts of choice gifts from his master that arose when he went to Mesopotamia, to the city of Nahor. And he made the camel kneel down outside the city by the well of water at the time of evening, when the woman go out to draw water. And he said, O Lord God of my master Abraham, please grant me success today and show steadfast love to my master Abraham. Behold, I am standing by the spring of water, and the daughters of the men of the city were coming out to draw water. Let the young woman to whom I shall say, please.
It says baby,
down
bro.
your
It
jar.
says baby,
Hang
not
on.
young woman. It says baby. You see it? See
Let-
it, top race, why you lie, you Muslims lie?
Please let down your jar that I may drink, and who shall say, drink, and I shall drink and I will water your camels. Let her be the one whom you have appointed for your servant Isaac. By this I shall know that you have shown steadfast love to my master. Now watch. Before he had finished speaking, behold, Rebekah, who was born to Bethuel, the son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, came out with her water jar on her shoulder. The young woman, very attractive in appearance, a maiden whom no man had known. She went down to the spring, filled up her jar. Now we know she's a woman there. She's called a woman again. Then the young woman ran and told her mother. She's called a woman there. Then it says, perhaps the woman will not follow me. She's called a woman there. She's called a woman over and over and over. Not once is she called a 3-year-old little girl, because a camel, she took water for those camels. Now a camel, there's 10 of them. How can a 3-year-old put a jar on her shoulder and walk back and forth to water these camels? So Ray, all you have to do is realize Muslims use taqiyya to try to take away the attention of the Bible and feed you with the lies of the Quran.
I think this is a 3-year-old, bro. A young woman in Islam is 3-year-old. You see? Yeah, you Muslims are confused. And I think, guys, the 3-year-old Rebecca, according to them, if she was 3 years old, she was stronger. She was injecting steroids, according to these liars. She was injecting steroids to feed all of these adult camels, to give them water. I mean, this 3 years old is stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger, brother. She was injecting at that time. Okay, Muslims, you're smart. I mean, very smart people.
Okay, so let's just get back to
Geniuses.
So where's Tops gone to? Tops, where'd you go?
Iran. When he realized that his Muslim brothers lied to him. This is the problem of Muslims. Muslims don't fact check their own brothers who have been lying to them. These dawah girls always deceiving their Muslim gullible audience. They do not fact check them. When they come up here on our panels, they get humiliated for the glory of Christ. We muzzle you for the glory of Christ to show you how you Muslims are liars, and you parrot the other liars. Shame on you.